Hi, it's Wasabi. Welcome back to the channel. Today's battle's on the Steppes map, and we've got minigin from Foodie Clan now known as Big Daddy, and he's in the Tier 8 British light tank, the LHMTV. Now, this is an assault battle, and he's on the defending side, so they've got to keep the cap safe for 10 minutes or kill all the enemy side. So he's going to take a fairly forward position here so his team can basically shoot incoming targets. And he's also platooned with Lime Balls, who's in a heavy tank, the 75 TS. Now he gets spotted there, so he's not going straight into the bush. So probably spotted by the ELC M90 on the enemy team. It's all Tier 8 battle, so it's going to be pretty even Stevens, but I'm just going to talk about the LHMTV a little bit, mainly about the gun. So the standard pen, I think, is 180 and alpha is 135. Let's confirm that if we can get the chance and control of the cursor. I'll look at that in a second. Alright, well, there we go, switch views again. So yes, 135 and pen of 180 with the standard round, and a shell velocity just under 1,000, and premium round 220 for pen, and shell velocity increases to 1156. So it's getting a bit of spotting assist there, particularly on that T54 Mod 1, who repays the favour by putting a blind shot in, and a successful one at that. So minigin backs off a little bit. He's not sure whether the T54 Mod 1 has actually spotted him, as in spotted whether that shell went in. And you see him still blind firing, but into the bush next to him, which is probably the most likely bush, I would have thought. And another one goes over the top of him. So yeah, that T54 Mod 1 clearly knowing he was spotted and going for a chance to try and remove the light tank from the game. So as I said, 10-minute game, and they're already 2 minutes in. So the enemy team needs to basically try and take out the defenders. He's got Lime Balls behind him, you know, bit of high ground there, can basically defend, and they've managed to take the hills right at the bottom of the map there. So Astron Rex up there. So that's good fast action to try and hold the ground. Now that T54 Mod 1's pushed up. You may not realise he's been continually spotted. You only get the alert when you're first spotted, and it lasts for 10 seconds. But if you stay spotted, you won't get any further notification, so you may not be aware that he's lit. And you know he's taking damage, but not necessarily through the fact that he's been lit by minigin. So minigin's got some other targets been spotted there, the Scorpion and the Tiger 2. And he's started accumulating some spotting damage here, already picked up nearly 2.5k. Now you can see that the dilemma of the light tank driver. You're always presented with these juicy targets that you know you could shoot, but you shouldn't. So you've got to have the discipline to keep your powder dry until the right time. And with the light tank, you want to try and keep your hit points viable until the end stages of the game, so that you can do some damage with your own gun. And of course, you probably want to be at good distance from the enemy tank so that they don't spot you when you fire. Clearly, if he fired now, he would drop his camo pretty quickly, and that would make him a target for the attacking side. So he's got to hold still and just trying to accumulate a bit more damage there. Scorpion at the back fired and lost his camo, so they give you an example of how that works. Here the Scorpion was dark until he fired, and he goes dark again. And that Astron Rex is probably getting a decent amount of spotting damage himself. And he's been shot at. Oh, he's got a T44 right behind him. Luckily, T44 gets taken out, but he did take 2 hits there, the other one from the ELC even 90. So the enemy's managed to flank, gone around the north and come up behind him. So his position's been compromised again. But that doesn't mean the attacking side will know to come back here. So comes back into this spot. Oh, T54 Mod 1 looking straight at him. Fires his gun and loses his camo, but luckily doesn't take any further hits. So he's still got 400 hit points, so it'll take at least one shot or a second shot to kill him, I would think, for most of the guns in the game. It is tier 8 game. The 703-2 on the enemy side obviously could take him out, but don't think there's any other big alpha guns in the game. Maybe, oh, of course, the Scorpion could do 500 damage, no dramas, so that's probably, yeah, one gun he doesn't want to get in front of. Nonetheless, he's doing a bit of flanking of his own, so he knows the enemy side's pushed up. He's left all this open territory here. He can come and at least spot the tanks on the side where his team's guns are, which is exactly what you need in a light tank. No point spotting targets that can't be shot. Now he's got that T-54 Mod 1 lined up behind a bush, so he won't get spotted, at least not by the T-54 Mod 1. Possibly if other tanks are close to him, then not through there, then he could still get spotted. So he actually picks up some assisted damage on the Target 2 again, and the T-54 Mod 1 is a one shot. Can he get the kill? Lines him up, and yes, he does. So you see he started the game with standard rounds, but he has switched to premium ones. There's no guarantee of kill here, and of course the longer the distance, the more penetration drops off. So 180 is your pen at yeah, fairly close range. So now he's being threatened by the ELC, so he puts auto lock on just to keep his gun on track. Both of them miss, which is good. The gun handling of the ELC, even though he's not fantastic on the move. So he's managed to put another shot into the ELC, and gets another shot again, and he's switched to HE now. And that one tracks him, so it keeps him still. Takes him a little while to repair, and he gets another shot in. One more shot and he'll be gone. Beautiful aim there, gets the kill. Target on the move. So now that battle would have told the enemy tanks where he was, of course, because he would have been spotted all that time. Are they sending any tanks? Well, they're certainly sending some shells his way, and there's the 703-2. So he gets a bush between him and that tank, and he's on pretty low health, only 180 odd. Gets one shot in, leaves him on one shot, 35 hit points. One more shot and he's gone, and he gets the kill. So minigin, I think, yeah, they're definitely on winning trajectory here. They were really down a little bit earlier in the game, same number of hit points, but less tanks than the enemy side. Now they've pulled that back and they've got an advantage in tanks and a slight advantage in hit points as well. So now there's another target ripe for shooting, and he'll be shooting into the back, yep, of the Ferdinand. So a chance to get your own damage up, and unfortunately the Ferdy goes down, taken out by the G-Saw. Now it's only the 2-minute warning's gone off, so time to get as much damage or assisted damage as you can get now. This looks like a win, doesn't look like the enemy are going to overwhelm them. There's the Scorpion. He puts a nice shot into him, and even though Scorpion's less than his view range away, he's probably not running coated optics, as he would more likely running binocs, so didn't get a chance to spot him, or break through his camo, I should say, more to the point. And now he's got the IS-3. Now again, shooting at extreme ranges beyond his own view range. Gets another shot of damage in, and he might get one more in. No, IS-3 goes down, and there's only one tank left, which is the Target 2. So he shoots across to the last known position, and there he comes up, the 122 TM going after him. Puts a nice hit in. 122 TM has got a fairly long reload from memory, but will he get the chance to do any more damage? Scooting across the ground here at just over 60 Ks, which is nice. No. Low roll there from the 122 TM, gets the chance to get another kill right in the back of the turret, gets the kill on the Target 2. 30 seconds left in the game. So a very nice result there for minigin. I think that'll give him some good stats, so let's go and have a look at the detailed result. Okay, so patrol duty medal for spotting, I think, at least 7 tanks that were then damaged by your team. managed to get 4 kills and 1.7k of his own damage and another 4.7 of direct damage. So that's over 6.5, or nearly 6.5k of combined damage there. It's a great result. Got the Ace Tanker Mastery badge there and a few minor medals. So how did that compare to the team? Okay, so he's well out in front on experience with 1462 base, which is nice. And next player was that Dastron Rex, at a fairly forward position there, so he must have got some spotting damage as well. On the enemy team, all right, some tanks we didn't see. Well, saw the Object 703, Skoda T56, 277 and the 30 all did over 2k, and the 30 doing nearly 3k. So but, probably the Skoda looked like you've got the best result there. Anyway, 21 shots fired, 17 hits and 14 penetrations. So some of that was HE, and in terms of the penetrations, and of course he was firing a mix of ammunition. So now it's interesting, didn't have any actual ammunition cost. He had repairs to his vehicle and 1 premium consumable, so he must have had either not replenished his ammunition or he had a big stockpile. But nonetheless, yeah, having to use your premium ammunition just to play the game is not really ideal, but that's sort of one of the characteristics of this tank. Anyway, great game there from Minigin, a great result. Hope you liked the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please consider doing so. And I'd like to thank everyone who's subscribed recently. The subscription numbers are being up reasonably well, so thank you for that. And we'll have more great content to follow, and thanks very much for watching.